Mount Digital Comics DC Weekly News. Before the Christmas break, we talked about David Ayer was like, the Suicide Squad cut is amazing. People are going to be embarrassed that they canned it.
Yeah.
And now it's coming out, and now it's like, yeah, he's done. David Ayer held out hope that Warner Brothers would eventually release his director's cut of 2016 Suicide Squad for many years, and only recently confirmed that he had discussions with DC Studios' James Gunn about unveiling his original vision for the superhero villain team-up movie to the world. However, it seems Ayer has now officially thrown in the towel when asked for an update on Twitter. The filmmaker has made it clear he's done with DC because the studio has no interest in releasing his cut of the film. Tweet, I guess X now, I'm done with DC. Quote, replying to, well, that's not true. I know what you're talking about, though. He said he wouldn't want to work on the Ayer cut anymore because visual effects CGI work. Someone asked him if he would do reshoots or re-edits, and he said no because he doesn't want to out any more input. I don't know. Anyways, he's done. No Suicide Squad Ayer cut will ever see the light of day unless he does like internet leak of it, a la Ryan Reynolds in the Deadpool footage, because 100% that was him.
Snyder.
Yeah. So we'll never know whether he was telling the truth, if it was better or not. I mean, it probably was better, given David Ayer can make a pretty good movie, but we'll never know. DC Comics reduces paper quality of covers, but doubles their number. In 2012, Marvel Comics switched to a self-cover paper format for their comic books, and now in 2024, DC Comics have caught up. In 2012, Marvel switched to self-cover paper format for the comic books. Traditionally, paper quality of the cover of a comic was of a higher, glossier nature than the newsprint insides. And then suddenly it wasn't. Marvel Comics countered this by increasing the thickness of the regular print paper, and not by much and not for long. 13 and a half years later, it appears DC Comics has joined them in a series of self-covers or thinner glossy paper across the regular monthly comics. It cannot be ignored that paper, printing, and shipping costs have risen significantly and have shown signs of falling. Thinner, lighter paper costs less to buy and less to ship. However, it doesn't feel as good in the hand. It doesn't have the heft, and people notice. So they also used to do a lot of cardstock covers, which were really nice. They kind of stopped doing that. Image still does that for a bunch of their comics, although I noticed in the last King Spawn, it wasn't cardstock, which usually it is.
Interesting.
For the A cover, and it wasn't this time either. So maybe Image is going the same route. Definitely during the pandemic, there was a noticeable shift in paper quality, even for Marvel, for the inside. Some of it was pretty bad, like super paper thin. You could see through the other page.
Wow.
But now DC is following suit and cutting costs. Last DC news of the week. DC Studios co-chair James Gunn wants the DC Studio to tackle more comic stories from Tom King. DC Studios co-chair continues to interact with fans on social media, and the latest exchange revealed that Gunn is a big fan of comic book writer Tom King, and he wants the studio to cover more of King's work at DC Comics. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is based on a limited series from King, but the ex-CIA operations officer has several other popular series at DC as well. King is also part of the writer's room that's helping Gunn shape the DCU. Per the official announcement back in April, the group consists of Drew Goddard from The Martian, Jeremy Slater, Moon Knight, Christina Hobson, The Flash, and Crystal Henry, Watchmen, and Tom King. In Gunn's recent exchange with a fan on Threads, he disclosed that the King is an integral part of the DCU, and its involvement goes well beyond One of Tomorrow. Gunn actually turned to King for feedback on a Superman Legacy script.
Really?
Quote here, Tom's an integral part of the DCU, not just Woman of Tomorrow. He's one of the first people I showed the Superman script, asking for notes. He's included in various ways in numerous other projects, including Woman of Tomorrow. And yes, a few of King's most important comic book runs: Batman Volume 3, Grayson, Gotham City Year 1, Mr. Miracle, The Omega Men, Heroes in Crisis, Strange Adventures, and the recent Human Target Maxi series. Also, people talk about his latest run on Nightwing. That was pretty good. In fact, Gunn recently called Human Target his favorite comic book of 2023, although King's work at DC is definitely diverse. We're willing to bet there's probably been some behind-the-scenes discussions about bringing Christopher Chance into the DCU. Do you remember that Human Target show back on Fox? And
yes, I do. Yeah,
it was a good show, but it got canceled pretty quickly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had no idea. Look at that. Eh?
So that is a little bit of DC news this week, and thanks for watching.
Your new multi-vendor marketplace, YouSellComics.com, offers a site exclusively for buying and selling of all things comics. Slabs, omnis, trades, and more. Sell for as low as 5% commission or 0 commission monthly tiers. Run your own auctions, unlimited bin listings. YouSellComics.com.